Hey everyone, it's Deli here, Rub My Belly, and welcome to another alphabet challenge video. Today I decided we would do the letter S after asking you guys on Twitter what letter we should do. I mean, maybe we should be going like through the alphabet from A to Z, but then I'm like, what happens if we get sick of it halfway through and I don't finish it, and then then it's just sad mood for everyone. So let's just go with whatever letter we feel like. Today we're doing the letter S. The last two builds that I did, we were following existing floor plans from an Instagram account. But I'm thinking that today we just go for it, because I've been looking on the gallery at your own alphabet builds. By the way, they're really good. I've been very impressed, and you guys have just been making it up as you go, and now I want to copy you guys and do that too. So let's get into it. Let's get comfy. Get yourself tea, get yourself a cuppa or whatever, comfy, and let's start getting building and start getting creative. All right, so I'm just going into a lot here that is in Brindleton Bay. I think this is the Brad and Brent or whatever their names are. I think this is their house. So let me just check to see which way this is facing for the gallery image. I always like to check. Okay, it's facing from the other street. See, this is why we check this, because I often build it the wrong way around. Let's get this S happening. The other thing is, once we have a general idea of the shape of this, like I'm actually looking at an S letter on the side of my screen here because I wanted to follow a font that was a little bit more boxy. So I'm just kind of using that as inspiration. But what I was saying was, what are we gonna do in terms of the theme of this build? Like, a few of you guys were asking for more elderly homes, and I actually think that's a really lovely idea. I would love to make this into an elderly home, and we actually did that on stream not long ago. We did like a old person's home, and that was a really nice, wholesome kind of theme to go with. Do you reckon? I feel like this is too long. I feel like this should be coming out here like that. So maybe we could make this into like an old person's home, or alternatively we could for sure just make it into a residential house. Could make it into a community lot. You know, the world is just our oyster when it comes to Sims, ain't it? Even looking at a letter S whilst I'm doing this is actually like pretty hard to make look good. Is this a good S? Hey, that looks actually okay, doesn't it? Maybe this should kick out a little bit further than the top bit. Hey, I reckon this looks sick. I'm really proud of this. Maybe we should make this into a community lot. Like, should this be pulled in? Uh-oh, is this a separate room? Oh no. Because if we deleted that and this is all aligned, I just feel like it looks a little strange. Unless I need to kind of bring this in a little bit like that. I tell you what, the S's are hard. The S's are really, really hard. What looked better? I think it looked better the other way. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh my gosh, we can make it into a little dollar sign. Well, the good news is this can definitely fit on a much smaller lot. So what I might do is bring it down to the base of the lot here. So if you guys want to use it in your games, it can kind of fit anywhere. But the question is, what do we make it into? All right, so I've just moved this onto a much smaller lot. It's actually the lot across the road. So it looks like this street's like obsessed with the letter S. But this is a slightly smaller lot, and I have made it, or I have decided to make it not residential. I just want to do something different. I quickly tweeted out what kind of lots you guys were wanting. I saw a few of you guys saying like a performing arts center, and I also saw quite a few of you guys asking for cafes. And I actually like taking my Sims to cafes during gameplay, so I think I will go for a cafe look and feel. And I don't know what we would call it, but espresso, like with the letter S maybe. But yeah, this is going to be our big cafe area. Maybe it can be like a cafe and computer area, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to basically need an espresso machine. Maybe we should have it like halfway through the S, so there's a lot of spaces for tables and all of that jazz. I swear there was a more rustic looking one. Was it just because we have the lighter wood version of this? Ooh, I do like the stone. I mean, essentially we're gonna pick one of these espresso bars and kind of make the build from whichever one we like the look of. I'm kind of thinking we go for a little bit of a Melbourne twist, a little bit of a Melbourne cafe look and feel. And look, we have a huge cafe culture here in Melbourne, Australia, which is where I live. We love a good cafe, we love brunching, and we have just so many different cafe spots that you can go to. So I feel like it might be a nice thing to kind of show you guys what a Melbourne cafe might be like. And look, I'll be honest, it's probably not that different to other cafes around the world. Like a cafe is a cafe, but I don't know, maybe you guys will find it interesting. This is actually a really weird orientation to work with though. Is this a good idea? I feel like this is going to get so crowded with Sims. What would happen if we brought these in a little bit to make these little gaps a little bit shorter? See, it really messes up my S shape. So I'm going to put the coffee area over here, and we also are going to need some kind of toilets. I really wish we had university right now, because then we would have toilet cubicles, which we've just seen in the trailer. That would be great. That's all right. We'll put the toilets over here. And I feel like this is a nice little area for a basin, perhaps, just right here. I mean, how do we put a wall for the bathroom? Do we just kind of go like, keep it pretty small like this? But then we've got this weird little gap over here, which I'm really not feeling. Oh, this is so weird. I reckon we make it pretty narrow, just like that. Kind of want to use these doors just because they're so different to what I usually use in the game. And what are the corresponding windows that go with them? Are these get to work? I didn't even check. Oh no, it was get together. Okay, that's right. We had get together. What do we want to do here? Oh gosh, I really never use these. I think it's just kind of cool because it's a bit of an industrial vibe, which I'm feeling. I think a lot of venues in Melbourne do let in a lot of natural light. So I'll definitely make sure that there's an abundance of windows around the place. And a lot of the architecture here is quite modern. So I feel like this S is a little bit more of a modern vibe as well, because I have no idea how to roof this. So it's probably going to be something pretty straightforward. Oh my gosh, how am I going to roof this? I think this is kind of impossible to roof with the actual roofs. I feel like we're going to have to do something that's just more flat. So I'm just going to go around the whole thing with a half wall to just frame it nicely, because I don't want to lose the actual S shape by putting roof pieces on it. Like that would just kind of defeat the purpose of having this as a letter build. Maybe a way to get around it is that we just make some really creative rooftop gardens just to make it a little bit more dynamic and less boxy and boring. Okay, so we've got some grass area. I've put a couple of industrial things up here because we want to start giving it a little bit of an industrial look and feel. Right now it's looking a little bit like a sports bar letter or like a sports team letter. So we're gonna have to kind of make it look a little bit warmer and less sporty. I mean, we could just make it into a sports bar, but it wasn't really our original plan. Now, what kind of plants look like they should grow on the roof? I always thought this plant looked like a good roof plant. I don't know why. I don't know if other people use this on all of their roof gardens, but I just think it looks the part. Size a couple of these down using the bracket keys. Maybe put a little bit of grasses around. Now, Get to Work has the best industrial pieces. I love Get to Work for decor things. But these types of items that are just like random metal decor things, these can make the place look kind of cool and unique. These could also be really nice to put greenery with. Like greenery could be green. So they could act as like the fusion between industrial and more organic looking aesthetic. I mean, it's over windows, which might not be as ideal. Maybe we'll just kind of put a couple of them around and leave some without any vines on them. I think that looks pretty cool. This is a cool little neon sign, but it doesn't come in any other colors, which is a shame. But I think some neon signs on exposed brick walls could kind of be cool. Super industrial vibe going on in here. Oh, this would be a cool place to have like a brewery, actually. This could be a really cool bar. Ah, damn it, now I don't know what to make it. No, there's this fence glitch that ruins everything. No! And you can't delete them? Oh, you can delete them. Okay. Phew. This fence glitch is so annoying. I thought they fixed it. Okay, no more fence. That's enough fence. Now, do we want to go with Jungle Adventure? Super rustic looking flooring. Ooh, I love this flooring. The other one I was thinking maybe doing was not this one. Oh, this one, the kind of scuffed Get Famous flooring. I thought that was kind of cool as well. But you know what? I think I'm feeling more the Jungle Adventure one for a change. Oh, that's pretty good though. Oh my gosh, so hard to choose. Maybe this the other way? Let's keep this one. Now, there's not a whole lot of room behind this little coffee bit. It's a very tight squeeze. So perhaps we should, I wonder if we put any shelves in, if that's gonna be too small or if it's actually gonna be okay behind the coffee person. Let's see what it's like to put some shelving in across like this. Just pop some of those in. You know what? Maybe we just do it on this side. Can put the logo over here. And then on these shelves, we can just, I don't know, put cool stuff on there. Why did none of these things fit on the shelves? This is the problem I'm having. Okay, I know I can place this on the shelf, but it's not really the right look or feel. Maybe we could get these. Do you sit on there? No. Pretty much only these little guys. Or some of the vases. Maybe an old camera. Kind of looks like a vintage camera sitting over there. Magazines! I love when we have magazines. Let's get some magazines in here. Ooh, this is cool. This could be like... Why does that look... That looks so small to me. That looks... I don't know. No, I'm not feeling that one. Why don't we just search coffee? Let's just look for... Oh, it's going to, of course, come up with coffee tables. Okay. Coffee in miscellaneous decorations. Oh yeah, Wake Me Up Antique Coffee Kit. Okay, I mean, I feel like that's probably good decor. These lab things kind of look like you could make coffee in the lab that way. Oh, this is like a coffee press. This is from the kitchen custom content pack, but I think just for purpose of decor, we can just pop that on the shelf and a couple of teapot type things. See, why doesn't this even sit on a shelf? I feel like it should be able to, but it's all right. We'll just lift it up using the 9 key and we can hold Alt and just place it on the shelf like that. I feel like we could have a lot of these painted bricks. Wait, were these? Oh wait, that's not the painted bricks. Is this the painted bricks? There we go. This was just from base game, wasn't it? I remember when these painted bricks first came out and I think it was in the original Sims 4 trailer or screenshots and I was like, wow, those painted bricks look so good. And to this very day, I'm still using them. Really confused on what to do in this corner. I mean, I guess we could just put like a big green something in the corner to cover it up. Or alternatively, we can just mask it off into a little void, which also works and makes the interior look a little bit more balanced. I think these moth lights strangely look really cool with the industrial theme. Just, I guess because of all the metal, it kind of ties them in with it. I mean, there wouldn't be too many around the place here, but a couple of them look like a nice little accent. Or is it too much with that fluorescent light? Does it not really go with the fluorescent light? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I really love these new plant troughs that came with a recent base game update. I think these are really cool and kind of go with our build. Maybe, do we want them in the black or do we want them... The brown's kind of nice. Ooh, I love the lighter brown. Because I like the matte black metal on it. Does anything else have matte black metal on it? The reddy color doesn't really go. Really, that middle brown had the matte black. That's so sad. If we stacked them on top of one another on the wall, would that look kind of cool? Or is that going to look kind of weird? I mean, obviously we're going to need some kind of mounting unit. Like if we put a wall there and put this, maybe if we flipped this on the other side. Flip. You can do it. Oh my gosh. I Okay, maybe if we just lower it down. No, why aren't you working? Why aren't you cooperate? Okay, fine. We'll put you this side. It doesn't really... I really want it to go the other way. Okay, what happens if we put these bad boys in second? Okay, I think we might have gotten it to work now. Looks a little strange, doesn't it? I mean, I like the idea of what we've done here. Like, I think it looks cool. I'm just not sure what we're gonna actually put inside it. Well, what about these? These look like they could kind of slot inside. Here we go, little guy. What do you think? What do you think? It looks kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not really sold. I think because the shadowing's all weird on it. I'm not really feeling it. Ooh, what about this? Now, this could work well. I'll just stack a few of these. Yeah, that's cool. There's not really much versatility in terms of what these guys look like, but they still look okay. We'll just make one side into a bookshelf and the other side is just like all greenery. It's like very much the fusion between having industrial against nature. It brings them both together into one harmonious cafe, which I personally think is a beautiful thing. Now, oh, we could have also stacked these in here. Maybe this one can sit on the bottom and look kind of cool there. Ooh, I like those double stacked underneath that one. I think that looks pretty cool. Yay, our decor's all coming together. That's beautiful. I feel like there's subway tiles everywhere around Melbourne. Like, well, probably at a lot of cafes. The subway tiles 5 years ago just went bonkers and everywhere had subway tiles. Question is, should we go with the white ones or the black ones? Yeah, maybe the white's a little bit more like similar to what there is everywhere. And I guess we can put some in the bathroom over here. I wish we had matching subway tiles for the flooring. I don't think we do. These ones from Dine Out work all right though. I think this looks okay for the bathroom. And then last of all, we've just got to put all of the seating and tables in. So, okay. Often there'll be some big tables and smaller tables. So, I mean, we could do like a nice group table, maybe towards the back over here where more people could sit. Although glass would be really, really loud and really, really hard to clean, I think, in a cafe. So that probably wouldn't make much sense. I don't think the round table's gonna fit in here unless we put it against the wall. Oh, and I really want to use this table. I've never used this table from Island Living. I love this table. I feel like these chairs are very cafe-esque kind of chairs. How are we gonna fit this in? Is this gonna be our one big table? I don't think Sims can actually get around this though at all. This floor plan is too difficult to work with. I mean, I clearly just really wanted to use that table, but I think it's just not going to work in this space. I mean, you see a lot of places with just like recycled tables. You know, they don't really all match. They're all kind of different. So maybe we just like work with that idea where there's a few different kinds of tables around the place, but they all come together because they're kind of in the same color scheme. And there'll always be some kind of bench seating at the front door, where you can just watch all the people coming in and out and just people watch, really. I wish we had a bench that the Sims could put their feet under. That would be actually perfect. Or maybe we can use this rustic looking one. Maybe in the, ooh, that wood doesn't really work, does it? It's probably the best wood that we can use. Ooh, these don't really fit, do they? There we go. Some bench seating across here. Maybe finish off with an end piece if we can squeeze it in. Ooh. These really don't look that great. Okay, we've got our like bench seats here. We need salt and pepper shakers. Oh yeah, here we go, salt and pepper. I can kind of just Maybe rotate this little guy around a few times. Place a couple of these. Put him on the ends of the tables. Oh, we could put like the Moschino amp things over here. Does that look weird or does that look kind of retro? Probably looks a little strange. Oh, umbrella thing can go here because everyone always needs to put their umbrellas if it's raining outside. So let's put a couple of these for the patrons. Have a sign out the front here, inviting people to come in. Maybe we just put a comfy couple of armchairs over here if anyone's waiting for a seat at the cafe if it gets super busy, you know? This is like the point to the toilet sign. This is how you know the toilets are through there. Oh, I just realized these are technically benches, these tables from, what's it called? Dine Out. So we could probably actually just put these here instead of these big hefty bench counters. Yeah, this is way better. The other ones were a little bit janky looking. I mean, they kind of looked okay, but these I think will just work a little bit better and look a little bit better, even if they don't join up properly. I still think they look quite good. Yeah, I love these spots with the stools around them. We can make a coffee art wall over here. This is celebrating the coffee art of the place. Over here we can have a cute little lounge area where a couple of Sims can have a lounge, have a read if they want to, because we do have the bookshelf over here that they can grab a book from. And this is just saying that the exit's this way, so everyone knows that. Maybe we could put like a clock over here. Anyway, let's see if we have any, and we could put a big clock, which is kind of cool. Like a legit clock over here, because it gives it that loungy kind of feel. And then on the wall, I don't know what to put. Oh, I love this clock. This clock's so retro. I feel like this clock would work somewhere. Okay, we have too many things on the walls. Have one of these random epic lights. We have like a mix of these lights and the dragonfly lights. It's all over the shop. And just in case someone gets hungry, maybe we should put a little store out the side that they also have as a side business. Oh, that's like a burrito store would be cool. And last of all, just a little bit of terrain paint just to make it look a little bit more legit, a little bit more realistic. And then I think we're done. All right, you guys, so here is our S build, and we decided to make it into like an old little warehouse that kind of been made into this industrial cafe hotspot with a little Mexican takeaway here on the side with a little outdoor seating area. So this is just a cool place that's opened up in town. So you have the front area, obviously to the side is a few industrial things just to make it look like it used to have another purpose. And then through here, you've got the entrance, umbrellas, little waiting chair. You've got a bathroom in here, pretty small, but it's not like a huge establishment anyway. And then you've got bench seats for people watching. You can walk around here, and this is where you buy your coffee and your bits and bobs. And then we've just got more seating. It's kind of cool how it curves all around. And just for the flow of gameplay, there's also another exit out the back. There's our little lounge area. Keep curving around. And then there's the exit out of this door. My favorite areas like this. I love this little shelved area. I think that looks really cool. But I wouldn't mind going to this spot. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like me to do another letter build and what kind of letter build you would like me to do. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I can't wait to speak to you soon. Dak dak!